It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? I have always wanted to have a neighbor just like you. I've always wanted to live in a neighborhood with you, so let's make the most of this beautiful day. Since we're together, we might as well say, would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Won't you please? Won't you please? Please won't you be my neighbor? Hello, neighbor.
Aren't those guys cute? Those are my boys, although some of them are female. But I've had wild turkeys through my yard for probably 5 years now, and they come and go, and in the spring I have little chicks. They're so cute. But I call them my boys, and the family knows that if they're here and they see them outside the window, they say, "Joe, your boys are here," and I go get my little bucket of corn and I walk outside and I feed them in the backyard. So the males are pretty friendly with me. They'll come up and be within a foot from me, and the females tend to stay around the tree line, but I absolutely love my birds, my turkeys. So it's been a while since I've done a video. I've been here and been around. I've been busy. I started physical therapy for a chronic shoulder problem, which they say is like a symptom of my fibromyalgia, that people usually carry stress in the shoulders or the neck or the low back or some certain area. And so my doctor recommended this physical therapy, which I was very reluctant to start. And I finally went, and I've been going twice a week, and I really am finding that it's helping my shoulder. It exacerbated the problem a little bit at first, but I'm very impressed. And y'all know I'm a massage therapist, or I'm licensed, had been licensed in the state of Georgia, but I'm not practicing anymore. So I'm very familiar with, you know, acupuncture and other healing modalities, and physical therapy and body works and stuff like that. So they've been doing dry needling, which is very similar to acupuncture in that they put a needle into a trigger point and they just kind of keep it in there and stimulate it and wait for the muscle to kind of spasm, and it's supposed to kind of release that tension and relax the muscle, and it's been really working. So I like that. Then I've been doing some exercises like the hand bike and stuff like that. Some that I have to pull out like this. Well, this is the shoulder, so I have to pull elastics out like this, and it's, I mean, like I can't hardly, I'm like, I can't stretch it out all the way. I can't do this with this arm. So, but that's why I'm doing the therapy. So I've been doing that. Let's see, Chris and I decided, because we're empty nesters and we have no pets, we can just kind of up and go and decide we want to go somewhere. So his friend lives up in Ohio, and he got an email from his friend's wife, and it said, "We are having a surprise party for Mike, and we want you guys to come." So Chris said to me, "Hey, Joe, you want to go to Ohio?" And I was like, what for? He says, "Well, Reenie's having a surprise party for Mike." And I'm like, okay, we could make a trip of it, because he wanted to go up to Indiana and do some genealogy research. So I had all intentions of vlogging for the trip. I even put it on my Facebook page that we're taking off, but don't worry, I'm going to vlog about it. And I did the first day. So I'm going to show you that clip, but then after that, it just didn't happen. So watch this.
Hello everyone, and welcome to this episode of On the Road with Joanne and Chris. It's a bit of a change for me this time because I am in the co-pilot seat and my trusty pilot is over here navigating our way across the highways and byways of North America. We're on our way to Columbus, Ohio to participate in the birthday celebration of a good friend of ours.
It's a surprise party. It's a surprise party. You're not supposed to say anything. I hope he doesn't watch our channel.
it's a surprise. So let me scratch that part. We're on our way to Columbus, Ohio to participate in with a good friend of ours. Is that better?
Sure.
And on our way, we're going to stop by a couple of genealogical destinations. And we'll have more on that tomorrow.
And we planned this impromptu trip in about, 2 days, because we just decided we were going to go. And we're empty nesters, so we can do that because we don't account to anybody.
I don't know. I still have to account to Joanne, but other than that, we're pretty free to go when we want to.
And tomorrow is a big, big day for us. It is.
It is.
It is because
tomorrow is our 11th wedding anniversary, and we're going to celebrate
by doing absolutely nothing.
By doing absolutely nothing. So stay tuned. It should be a pretty exciting trip, and I'll be sure to make it to Cracker Barrel at least once.
Oh, bother. Oh, no.
Oh, I got tricked. I'm back in the old seat again.
Yes, I drove nearly 350 miles and I started getting sleepy, because that's what happens when I drive for hours upon end, is I kind of get hypnotized by the lines in the road and the warmth and the rhythm of it, you know. I know some parents that put their babies just in the car seat to get them to go to sleep, drive around the block, but it works. Works for me. Anyway, yeah, so I drove, almost 350 miles. We are in Kentucky, and I think we shifted time zones, so we were on Eastern time, and now we're on Central time, if I'm correct. We are hitting on our journey a Genealogy Society annual dinner meeting tonight in a county where Chris has some early ancestors where he's hit a brick wall. So hopefully we're going to hobnob and schmooze with some people who might know some information about the Sparks family from the 1830s? 1830s? Yeah, ish. So, wish us luck. Well, after that day, I got up the next morning kind of feeling very tired. Didn't quite get oomph in my, pep in my step for a while. I got a bloody nose because my nose was dry from being in the hotel where the air is dry, because living in Georgia, the air is so humid that when we go to places where the heat's running and it's a different climate, that it just does things to the inside of your nose. So Chris got a stuffy nose and kind of blood coming out of it, but I got a full-blown bloody nose that morning, which was pleasant. So I was dealing with that. I mean, it just was not optimal filming. I'm sure you didn't want to see my Blair nose. And we went to the Genealogy Society's annual dinner meeting. Well, we walked in and it had started. We were about 10 minutes late because we literally drove from Atlanta to get there on time. And we walked in and everybody turned their heads. Like, we were the youngest people in the crowd, for one thing. And the second thing is, I don't think that nobody recognized us. We're not members of that particular society. So we walked in and it was like a movie. It was like, whew, and time froze. And I'm standing there with my cheese board because we brought, it was potluck, and we brought something, we were both kind of like, So this one lady gets up and says, "Did I talk to you guys from Atlanta? Are you the couple that was coming?" And we're like, "Yeah." So we got our food, we sat down at a table, and the conversation that had been happening by the time we got there continued as though we didn't sit down. So we were like, oh my gosh, this is going to make for a very interesting dinner. And we just thought we'd get there and maybe strike up conversations with people, and they could give us some pointers or tips or know familiar areas where the house had been and that kind of thing. And I tell you, the first 20 minutes was quite, I don't know what the word is, but we were both kind of going, oh boy, maybe this was a big mistake. Well, let me tell you, by the end of the dinner, we had a crowd around our table and everybody was talking to Chris. A lady took him back into the book area where they have all the reference materials, gave him a free map. One lady had a grandfather who had lived in the area where that old house had been and saw it in her childhood. And I mean, people were just, so it ended up being a wonderful experience. We met lots of people. We were truly welcomed. It just, I guess, had a hiccup of a start. So that went well. And then following that, we went to repositories and did research. So not very fun. But I wanted to tell you about the surprise party for Mike. I hope my brother is not watching this. Okay, by the way, if you're watching this, George, stop the video and don't watch anymore because I'm going to do this to you on one of your birthdays. So here we go. I'm going to insert a clip right now of the surprise at Mike's surprise party.
Okay, well, we got here this evening and surprised Mike. This is the neighborhood, and as you can see, all his neighbors' homes are all decorated for Christmas. And then panning across, we see their house, a beautiful tree, and people in the yard. And what's this? Oh my gosh! It is a taco truck in their driveway.
Oh my gosh, isn't that fun? Can you believe it? I mean, like, what a great idea. Who knew? He has 2 sons and a daughter-in-law, and they kind of came up with this idea because Mike always likes to go to these, you know, what do they call those? Truck stands or whatever? So anyway, great idea. I'm so going to do that in, let's see, 5 years for my brother's 50th birthday. Yeah, I'm excited. I like don't even have to come up with anything insane because they did it for me, so that's going to be fun. Let's see, what else has been going on? Been decorating for Christmas. If I have sparkles all over my face or my neck area, I've been like doing decorations. I have a video coming up on something that I got inspiration from another YouTube video channel, and I did a mock-up of the same exact thing, and I'll show that to you. Also, I got my first box from Fortune Cookie Soap, and it is these subscription boxes, like I think it's called Ipsy and Birchbox, or you know, all of these subscription boxes that people show on YouTube, including Fortune Cookie Soaps. They're done by many YouTube channels, so I wasn't going to show you the contents because I feel like maybe you're subscribed to someone else who's already done that video and like you wouldn't want to watch it. But leave me a comment below if you would like for me to be doing the reveal or open box of my Fortune Cookie Soap contents and what I think about them. Maybe I'll wait until after I've used them and so I can kind of give you a review. But I didn't want it to be redundant and for you guys not to watch that video series. Yeah. Oh, and speaking of video series, I have a favor to ask you guys. This video in particular is not a haul, it's not a tutorial, it's not a review, it's not a Q&A. It's just kind of random chit-chat blabber, me catching you up on events that have been happening recently. And I wanted your input to kind of give me a title for that sort of video that I can do in the future. So, Joanne's Jabber. Chit chat with Joanne, you know, off the cuff, I don't know, some kind of cutesy play on words title or something that you would know as a subscriber when you see that title that it's going to be just a video of me chatting with you I mean, nothing specific, no tutorial, no organization, nothing really in particular, but just catching you up, checking in, and telling you what I've been up to lately. So leave me a comment below if you can think of something. I'm going to read all the comments as I always do, and hopefully you'll come up with something better than I've come up with, because I've been brainstorming. I even asked my dad, who's like the New York Times crossword puzzle genius, and he was like, I couldn't really think of anything. So I need your help. So yeah, I'm looking to name that series. So help, leave me a comment. I also posted in another video, a vlog video, which I'll link here somewhere, that I had a friend who was very ill with cancer. And I'm sad to say that while I was at the surprise party in Ohio, I got word that she passed away. So it was very disturbing. She is 16 months older than I am, and she wasn't feeling well. She went in to get an exam and found out she had stage 4 breast cancer. So she did a little bit of chemo, and then it had already spread to her bones, and from, let's see, 33 days from the day that she was diagnosed, she passed away. So very sudden, and she didn't have any children and wasn't married, but I know her family, and I went to the visitation the other day. So that's another thing that's kind of been preoccupying me in a way that my thoughts were elsewhere and not really on making peppy YouTube videos. So I appreciate in advance any of your thoughts of condolences and sympathies, and I'm glad that's behind me, and I know the family's still struggling, and I continue to pray for them, but it's really a sad note. And by the way, it reminded me to schedule my mammogram. So if you're a woman over age, I think 40, or you have a history of cancer in your family, please go schedule your mammogram. Cancer is just a terrible, terrible disease. My mother passed away from cancer, and I just really pray every day that we will find a cure. I don't know, just the suffering that's rampant in children and women and men. It's just, it doesn't have any specific target. It just goes out and can affect the families anywhere. So anyway, that's my spiel for today, and I hope you join me next time. I've got a couple videos coming up, including this soapbox, fortune cookie soapbox opening, if you're interested in that. I also have a Vita cost haul. I've ordered stuff from CVS, I've ordered stuff from Sephora, so those things will be coming in. And not Sephora, Elf. Yeah, I did an online order for Elf. And I have that craft that I'll go ahead and show you. It's a Christmas craft. I know it's late in the game, but hey, I'm still decorating just a little every day because I can't do it all at once. But thank you for watching, and leave your comments below. Like if you want to rate this video, and subscribe if you want to see more from me. Talk to you soon. Bye. I think it was his, hold on, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh gosh. Oh, that just wasn't a pleasant visual. Yeah, I might cut that out.